Rainollon here. Today is yet again another build showcase, and it's Frost Prime. Today I'm going to show you my Frost Prime build, so let us immediately start. Alright, let's start with mods. The mods I'm using: my Frost Prime, Growing Power for ability strength, Power Trade for ability strength, Equilibrium health energy economy, Prime continuity for ability duration, Stretch for ability range, Overextend for ability range, lowers your strength, Precision intensify, 9% ability strength for your fort ability, Health conversion, 1350 flat armor all the time, synergies really well with his fort ability, giving you more overguard, and synergies really well with Arcane battery, which gives you massive maximum energy pool. For the augments, Budding Frost, Frost gains 200% critical chance critical damage against frozen enemies. Really good, a must have. Icy Avalanche, this is an augment for his fort ability. When you press it, you get overguard. Your team also gets overguard. Overguard gives you status immunity, knockback immunity, and a massive health pool. Really good and very important. These are the mods. For the Arcanes, Arcane Ice Storm, when you freeze enemies, his fort ability always freezes. You gain 2% ability strength and duration for 15 seconds, stacks up 20 times, so that's 40% ability strength and duration all the time. It's very good on him. Arcane battery, gain 0.30 maximum energy per armor point. We get a ton of flat armor from this, and he also has a pretty solid flat armor. And yeah, you're going to have like around 640 max energy, which is quite good. These are the Arcanes. For the stats here, duration is really high, efficiency is average, range is really high, and strength is going to be absolutely fine for this setup. These are the stats, the mods, the Arcanes, and now it's time for me to explain the abilities. For the abilities, let's start with the passive. Color status effects from Frost abilities last 100% longer, which is a very good thing. Frost gains 50 flat armor for each enemy afflicted with a cold status effect. This synergizes really well with the fort ability, giving you more overguard, and synergizes really well with Arcane battery. It's overall a good passive. For his first ability, Freeze. You press a button, you release a projectile that explodes in a small radius, does like no damage. You have to use it like 2 to 3 times to freeze enemies in a small radius. It's not good, it's outdated. Your fort ability does what your first ability does, but 100 times better. So you're never going to use this, sadly. That's the first ability. For his second ability, it's removed. It's not good as well. It's a very outdated ability. It looks cool, but it's not good. It does like no damage, and the freeze is worse than the first ability freeze. I replace it with Nourish. Nourish gives you free viral damage and energy multiplier, so when you pick up energy orbs, it will multiply, giving you more energy. It's quite good. That's the second ability. For his third ability, Snow Globe, you press this button, you create a snow globe. It protects you, protects your allies, protects the defensive objects. It's very good for low-level missions, but sadly falls off in high-level missions. It doesn't scale that well. The health scaling and the armor scaling isn't really that impressive. But overall, it's a sick ability and it works. It's better than the other two, I will say. That's the third ability. For his fourth ability, Avalanche, his best ability and the only good ability. It's a large AoE crowd control. It freezes enemies, armor strips, you gain overguard, your allies gain overguard, giving you status immunity, knockback immunity. If enemies are frozen, they will take more critical chance critical damage thanks to Biting Frost. And yeah, it's the best ability he has. And that's it. That's all of his abilities, and now it's time for me to show you the Shards. For the Shards have a highly command free to go, 2 Crimsons for ability duration to make all your abilities last longer, 2 yellow for cast speed to make all your abilities cast quicker, especially your fort ability, and the final one you can use whatever you like. And that's it. These are the Shards, and now it's time for me to show you this build against Steel Path enemies. And we are in. I'm up against the corrupted enemies, the Void, Steel Path of course, it's survival, the Vescal mod. I'm going to show you this build here. Use my second ability, my fourth ability, recast this, everything is frozen in a large radius, fully armor strip. He will do a lot more damage. Beautiful, no LOS, which is a massive plus. This guy's gone. I'm only using Boltor Prime and Worm Prime. Worm is here just to pick up energy orbs, and Boltor is to kill stuff. And that's it. We have 100% uptime on health conversion, free flat 1350 armor, giving us more overguard. Our energy pool is like 1000, thanks to Arcane battery. We have a massive energy pool, which is a very good thing. So energy economy is completely fixed. There we go. Goodbye. Turn this thing to Incarnate form. Yep, poor dudes. They can't even do anything about this. If you need to defend something, you have your third ability. Place it down. Massive snow globe. There it is. Freeze enemies again. There we go. You can't freeze bosses, of course, and acolytes. So there's downsides, which means Budding Frost won't work, and 4 stacks of cold isn't a lot. But against all of these weaker enemies, you will do a lot more damage. 31,000 Overguard is more than enough for any content. Yep. Freeze. Goodbye. Well, there we go. This guy. Where's the Acolyte? I need the Acolyte. 4 stacks of cold will still like slow down enemies. For example, Acolytes. Once he spawns. And you can armor strip Acolytes, which is a very good thing. Here he is. Yep. There he is. Goodbye armor. He's also slowed down, and yeah, he's gone. That's the Acolyte. I think you guys seen enough. You just constantly press your second ability and your fourth ability and repeat. Really tanky, really good sustain, survivability. Fix all the problems. You need a little bit of cast speed, so the yellow shards are a must-have, I will say. His fourth ability is extremely slow. And you're going to have a very easy time with Frost. And that's it. Time for me to leave. And be right back. And we are done. That was Frost Prime and the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Thank you yet again everybody for watching. Leave a like, sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.